Evening all. Welcome to the greenhouse. Haven't been in from work long, so I thought I'd pop down here. I haven't been in the greenhouse for a few days, and it was a jungle. Both sides were like this. Now I've managed to clear some of this side. I've been a bit brutal, to be honest, but all the leaves were up against the glass, which isn't good. It can harbour pests, diseases, and all sorts of problems. I've managed to tie the cucumbers along the top on the left hand side. We've got a few coming on there, one there, another one up there. We've had a couple of ones down the bottom here that I've had to cut away because they're dead. We've got one there, but it doesn't look as green to the eye as it does on the camera. It looks a little bit anemic, a little bit bitter. So I'll leave it a couple of days, see if it goes darker green. If it doesn't, I'll have it off and chuck it. But I've cleared everything out from under the bottom here, all the way along, and up in here as well. Like I say, I've been really brutal getting rid of some of these leaves. Now, I haven't cut them all of them all the way back to the main stem. I've just taken off perhaps half of the leaf section, so there's still leaves there to feed the plants. Lots of flowers up there, a few more cucumbers up there. So it's just a quick little update of what I've actually been doing, and all this heat we've had the last couple of days has made everything gone mad. It really has. I'm going to now, because I've taken all these leaves off now, I'm going to feed this a good feed and give it a good soak of water. And I'm also going to keep an eye on the fruit, which we have some in there, just to make sure we don't get any little rots on the bottom. I'm now going to attack the other side. I won't film doing it. It's not. Well, looky here. The first. Oh, I'm going to have that off now. Let me cut that off, and I'll give you a little look. Well, that's not bad if I do say so myself. Wiped all the little knobbly bits off. That'll go nice for the old lunch for the next couple of days. Now I've left as much of that on as possible, because if you cut them off there, for me they don't seem to last as long, and they start to die off from the top and work down. So I tend to leave as much of that on as possible, just to get maximum life out of it. So there you go, not bad at all. I wonder what else I'm going to find in there, if anything. You can see I've given them all trim up now, both sides. And as you can see from the leaves up here, they've all curled up. Now, as far as I believe, they need a bit more moisture. They're sulking. So they need a bit of feed, a fair bit of water, and then come tomorrow, they should open up. Now, one thing I have noticed, I'll show you up here. Now, I'm not doing the normal varieties this year, which are your Roma, your Gardener's Delight, and things like that. I'm doing. If you've been watching the videos, you'll notice that I'm doing some weird ones. Dancing with Smurfs, White Elephant. Is it White Elephant? It's either White Elephant or Black Elephant. Not sure. And some other ones I've never tried before. And noticing on these, they just want to grow wherever. Now there's the leaf stem, and then out of the leaf stem in here, this wants to grow new plants. They want to grow them everywhere for some reason. Now, I've never had this before. You always get the side shoots. Not much difference to what you see on Gardener's World and programs like that, but I don't know. And the stems seem to be very, very thick. I'll take you over the top there. Very thick. We haven't had much flowers down the bottom as well. Most of the flowers seem to be at the top of the plant. So I'll have to do a little bit of looking into this, because I'm pretty curious now on this. Like I say, I can't remember off the top of my head what variety I planted where. I know I've got some Tigerellas down here somewhere, which are the nice red stripy ones somewhere. Might be on the other side. They seem to be doing what they normally do. But as far as these ones, I'm not sure. And you get things like this. Flowers on the flower stem, comes to the end, another flower stem, then a leaf, and then I had another growth coming out from in there. Very strange. But I've done the peppers as well while I'm in here. We've actually got a pepper coming up in the back there. If you can see in there, you see that one there. It's not too bad. Got one coming on there. The rest of them, we've all got sort of flowers on here, all dotted around. Some in there. I've been taking all the bottom leaves off down the bottom so I can get in and water. I might take a few more of them off. But yeah, not too bad at all. Cucumbers in the pots over the back. One thing I did pick up on while I was having a little stream down on them was this one in the bed has managed to work its way across and work its way up here. So what I get off of this one is going to be a mixture of what I put in there and what's in the bed. And at last it started to rain. How many days without rain? Lovely. But obviously the rain can't get in the greenhouse, so we're going to feed the tomatoes. Now there's two ways it can be done. Tomato feed in the watering can, the 2 gallon watering can, then put the water in. Or we put the water in and we add some high potash tomato feed. Now I used to use Tomorite, which was good, but I've been recommended this stuff, the Big Tom by Westland. No paid advertising on that, I'm afraid. Now it does give you the measurements on the back, but we just shook it up and took a rough little guess. Now the difference between this and Tomorite is quite thick and dark. This is quite light, but it's got bits in it. Now, do any of you people know about this or tried it? Let me know in the comments below if this is actually any good. I've been using it all season on the tomatoes in the greenhouse, and they haven't disapproved by any means. So let us know what you think or your advice. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration, I put the tomato feed in the bucket first. watering can, should I say, or bucket with a funnel. Put the tomato feed in there, then put the water in, and it's got a nice bubble bath. Now, I don't know if the bits that I said that were in it are reacting to the water, which is making it go like that. Don't know. But anyway, they recommend it. I've had no problems, so we're going to use it. So, when watering your tomatoes, always water from the bottom. I've done these already. I've got a little bit left, so I'll just... Never water from the top of a tomato. Despite what they say, it gives you green foliage, it feeds the leaves. It's not the leaves you want feeding, it's the fruit. And the fruit will get fed through the roots. You can water the foliage, which is good, but never water the foliage in a greenhouse when it's hot, because the water will sit on the leaves, the water will get hot from the sun, and it will scorch the leaves. So, we're all done tonight, I think. Just a quick little update on the greenhouse of the pruning back, which really does need to be done, just to let the air flow, let the light and the sun in. Oh, while you're there, one thing I have found on these, I don't know if you can pick these up. On there. Now they flower stems, fruit stems, but they are coming up quite high. Now, if they're roots, I'm quite surprised, because I've never had tomatoes with root stems all the way up that high. Normally I only get them about that much off the ground for burying purposes, but I've never had them all the way up there. So let us know if you've had these, or if you've tried these varieties that I'm doing, if you've had this come up on your plant. So anyway, hopefully it will rain till the weekend, nice and sunny and warm the weekend, not too hot, so we can get over the allotment. So until next time, and the tomatoes, take care.